All right, good morning. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We are in recovery mode after last man standing. So after 111 miles, this is kind of like my routine right now. I'm just recovering from the race. So just having a nice little coffee this morning, and then we'll probably hit the boat, and then we'll hit a lift, and then we'll just do some more recovery, some recovery boots, some sauna. This week I'm just kind of easing back into running. We're 1 week out since the race, so I didn't do any running really last week, and then this week we'll kind of ease back into the running and definitely into the lifting. And yeah, the body's feeling surprisingly good. Like the legs felt pretty good a couple days out. My feet are still like slightly recovering, but I'm slowly starting to feel 100%. So just have a nice recovery day. We're gonna have a little bit of breakfast, and then we're gonna hit the boat. Dude, Instacart's the best. If you guys aren't using Instacart, it saves you so much time. Like, I barely ever go to the grocery store, and there's legitimately a grocery store right across the street, but still, if you can get something done while the groceries are getting delivered, it just feels worth it to me. The fridge is empty, but we got some eggs, some yogurt, and some other stuff. So we're gonna have 5 eggs, the parfait, and then we're gonna go on the boat and just have a nice chill day. Hopefully get on some fish, probably fish a little bit, but other than that, just like chill out, get some sun in the sandbar. This is my one way of like getting away from training. For me, it's like my one really chill activity, and I love it. Like here in Florida, just having a boat, being able to get out there, just like, I feel like my heart rate just drops like 10 beats the second I'm out on the boat. So if you don't have a hobby like that, find a hobby that chills you out. So that's what we're doing today. The pains from the ultra, the thing that really ended up taking me out was my left quad. Like I got to a point where like my quad, at first I thought it was my knee, but throughout the race I thought it was my knee, and then ultimately it was just like my left quad muscle where it kind of ties in to the knee. It was just completely blown out. Like I couldn't land on it, I couldn't push off of it, along with just overall body fatigue, my feet, everything. But that was what like really took me out from running. The next day, waking up, I was really stiff, and then just slowly started like loosening up. But now the quad is back to normal-ish. I still feel it a little bit, so I'll probably take it easy on like my first couple leg days back, but I don't think I did any like serious damage to it. I think it was just like kind of strained, like lightly strained. The body's back. The body's almost back to 100%. So yeah, excited to get back into some easy training. That's the dream house right there. On the water, big nice boat. Yeah, I mean this is definitely, I'd say, my most relaxing hobby is just like boating, fishing. Like I said, just sitting on the couch and like recovering, put the boots on, sit in the sauna, like kind of like an active recovery, like just getting out in the sun and just being on the boat, listening to music and just being in nature. I don't know, I just feel like it's like the best way for me to recover. Like I just love being out here. So even on a windy day like this, where you can't really do what you always do, like go out to the sandbars and like out in the ocean and stuff, even just getting back here and cruising around, it's nice. Mentally recovering and also physically recovering. Typically I like to cover a bunch of ground. Like I'll just use these paddle tails and just see what's kind of around. I always have like a decent chance with those. And then other than that, I'll use top waters. But typically I'll use those like if it's like really cloudy out, or if it's really early in the morning. This year was kind of like my down year of taking things a little bit less serious. Like after Ironman prep last year, I just got really burnt out. It is a lot of pressure to just like be in a prep after prep after prep with like these goals that are constantly like fun and challenging, but also stressful. It's good to just take that foot off the gas a little bit. Yeah, I'll do a High Rocks doubles in New York, beginning of June, and then maybe later this year I'll train for a marathon. But I really just want to like lift and run. My first bite of the day. Got a little, you can see, just kind of chunked it. Probably a little snapper. For inshore fishing, like fish like structure and shade. So in the groves is like a spot where a lot of fish and bait fish will kind of hang out and hide under there. So big fish will also kind of like hang out and hide under there, and then like as bait kind of pass by through the edge of the groves or come through the inside, they'll kind of feed in there, especially in the middle of the day. You know, here you'll get like snapper, snook, redfish, sheep's head, trout. There's a bunch of species that would just kind of hang out in these mangroves. Why they call it fishing, not catching. It's nice, you don't catch anything. It's nice to just be out here. So we're just gonna keep throwing here for like another 5 minutes, and we'll call it a day, head back, hit a lift, and then just sauna, recover, eat some good food, and that'll be the day. If I'm feeling it, maybe going like a two mile jog or something. I'm kind of torn between either easing back into running with like 2 to 3 light easy runs this week, or just taking a whole nother week off. Sometimes after like big efforts, I like to take a full 2 weeks off of any running, but we'll make that game time decision a little bit later. All right, first legitimate lift back. We're gonna hit the Arnold split. We're jumping back into the top of my Arnold split. I usually do push-pull legs or an Arnold split. We have the cables now, so I can finally do a cable row, a little bit of a modified, you know, compared to like your standard gym cable row, but we can get it done out here. We can get this whole lift done. So let's do it. First lift back after the 111 miles. I mean, after like a really big, at least for me for the ultramarathons, like after my Leadville race, it was crazy how heavy everything feels because like your nervous system's so shocked. So this was my first lift back. I do feel fine, but I remember I tried to bench like 135 like the day after Leadville, and I was just like, holy crap. Like it's really weird. I mean, now it's been a week, so I feel pretty much back to normal. But if you ever do an ultramarathon, the next day try to go do like a standard lift. They usually do like a bench press, and you'll be pretty shocked with how like heavy it feels. Anybody know anything about these bugs or why they're attracted to this area, this couch, and dying? It's so annoying. So fucking zapping away. I live in St. Petersburg, Florida, and this is a picture of my outdoor couch with like a bunch of black flying gnats that just continue to appear, land on the couch, and die. I would like to know what kind of bug they are and also how I would get rid of them. This is my first time experiencing these kinds of bugs. What you described, they land, sit, die. These are almost certainly biting midgets, no-see-ums. Where they're coming from, this answers your main question. Most source near your setup, moist turf ground, artificial turf, trap moisture underneath prime breeding spot. Even worse, if water drains poorly, they organically build up under it. Oh boy. If you do everything right, you might still get them for a few days. They'll just suddenly disappear. Bottom line, you're dealing with seasonal midgets, gnats, not coming from your couch. Likely coming from damp turf and environment. Son of a gun. All right, lift done. Lift done. Now we're gonna hit a protein shake and then hit the sauna. And then I'll be back on call and just chilling, get some work done, get some editing done, have dinner, have an early night's rest. That's pretty much a day. Hopefully, that's pretty much the day. Other than that, I mean, we might get called. We might be flying to like 8, 9 in the morning. You never know when you're on call. So, you know, I did wake up fairly early, so I'm just gonna hit the sauna and then kind of rest and chill. So then, if I do get called, I'll be ready to go. But yeah, protein shake time.
Just some milk, some ice, and some protein, just 2 scoops. So you get 25 grams of protein per scoop. So you get 50 grams right here. You get like another 12-ish grams here. So you get like 60 grams of protein. Easy, every single day after your workout, 60 grams. You just gotta find, for me, another 120 in food, which is super easy. So if you want to hit your protein goals and you're not doing a protein shake and you're not typically getting it just from eating food, very, very easy way to do it. Just 2 scoops of this with some milk, or you can even do water, but the milk just gives me some extra protein. So simple and easy. You can throw in peanut butter, you can throw in fruit if you want to make it a little higher calorie. So you can make the adjustments. Water for lower calorie, or milk along with some other stuff for some more calories, whatever your goals are. All right, sauna time. So it's so nice having this in my building. I usually come down here like around this time post lift, just have my protein shake and then digest in the sauna, come in here for like 30-ish minutes, like 20 to 35 minutes. And it's just nice to like get a nice sweat in, keep my heart rate elevated. It's like a zone 1-ish cardio, and just get, you know, a super deep sweat in. And then it allows you to, like, obviously your core temperature rises, but then when you get out, your core temperature starts to fall, and then it helps you kind of ease into like a really good sleep. So sauna before bed is really, really good. That's kind of a recovery day, just easing back in. Maybe tomorrow we'll get into some light running, but also, like I said, maybe I'll take a whole nother week off of running. Doesn't really matter either way, just kind of going off the feel, and that's a day. Hopefully. Like I said, it could continue to be much, much longer, but we shall see if we get the call.